Portions of Colorado and Company contain paid content.
Good friends, gonna get you through the day. Good friends.
Opening clap was amazing. Oh my God, applause. I love applause. Hello, my good friends. Welcome to another GFF. Today is going to be hip. It's going to be funny. It's going to be tasty, okay? The show that has everyone asking, is this real, is back. We chat with the stars of Jury Duty Presents Company Retreat. I hope y'all have seen it. Plus, Sean from Ash and Agave is in the Coco Lounge. Sean, what you mixing up for us today, my friend?
You know, I brought some of your favorite. I got some mezcal and some passion fruit. We're going to do a La Solera martini.
Oh my God, he knows me so well. How lovely. But first, it's time to take a little trip to Snackland, which is my favorite land, obviously. Here is the band The Hip Snacks with the song Love You in the Morning. I wish I had someone to say that to. Hit it.
You don't have to get out of bed. I got the coffee right here. No need to tie your tie. I won't fix my hair. Could be gone for weeks. Counting days till my relief ends. See your face in every dream. Love to love you in the morning. Love to love you in the evening. Love to love you till the end of time. Love to love you in the morning. Love you in the evening. Love to love you till the end of time. Doesn't matter where you've been. Could have been at work, church, or the gym. I'll be waiting with a kiss. And since I get to call you mine, I don't need another wait. When you're gone for weeks, rest assured you're in my dreams. 'Cause my favorite thing of all, you come back to me. Dream
The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.
If you're making your weekend plans, I'm honestly telling you this. Look no further than the Denver Center of Performing Arts because the musical Hell's Kitchen is currently playing at the Buell Theater. And I went, and it was amazing. And one of the stars that John Avery Worrell, am I saying that right? Worrell, ooh, very nice, has stopped by GFF this morning. First of all, you were fantastic.
Thank you so
I was
much.
so amazed by your performance, and the whole thing, I was on my feet like several times.
Then we did our job.
Then you did your job. It was amazing. So welcome to Denver. How is the altitude? I always ask my singers.
Yes.
Are you struggling? Is there oxygen backstage?
We do have oxygen
Okay,
backstage,
okay.
so we're well prepared.
Okay.
It was definitely an adjustment at first.
Was
I woke
it?
up one morning, you know, it caught me off guard at first, but I think I found my groove.
Okay, that's good. Sometimes when I walk like home from the grocery store and I'm winded, I'm like, it's the altitude, and I've been here like 9 years, but it's so fine. For those who are not familiar with the show, fill us in on what it's about and how it started.
Yes, so Hell's Kitchen, it surrounds a story about our main character, Allie, who is really, it sounds so cliche, but literally coming to find herself.
Yeah.
What it means to fall in love, what it means to deal with a mom at 17, which we all know can be turbulent.
Yes, it can.
You know what I mean?
Good word.
You know what I
Well
mean?
said, yeah.
And then just, you know, finding passion for the first time, falling in love with music and what it means to create and find your own voice, you know what I mean? And what it means to dream for the first time in a way that feels tangible and real. I think that's I would say the best summarization of it.
Yeah, and the ambition for her to get out of where she is and to join that art world. Every single part of it was phenomenal, I have to say. I had the chance, as I said, to see the show. Your character, Nuck, one of my absolute favorites. You are a triple threat, and that is rare, okay? The dancing, the singing, but I was really taken, I thought you were the best actor on stage. Just tell me, what was your background? How did you get is it a God-given gift? Did you study? Like, amazing.
Of course, it's an amalgamation of both of those.
Okay.
Of course, God-given gift. My
Yeah.
mother wanted me to say that. But you know, I did train for many years between Atlanta and LA, mostly in Atlanta.
Yeah.
At a performing arts school called AGI Entertainment.
Okay.
Which is a triple threat program.
Is
you don't get
it?
to do one or two things. We do all the things.
Wow.
Because you never know which opportunity is going to be the one that helps you break through. So, you know, my manager and at the time one of my instructors, Natasha Garcia, really keyed in on us making sure that we were fully prepared, fully ready, no matter what it was, singing, acting, dancing,
Yeah.
anything. She made sure we were ready.
You stood out for that. I mean, it was like, I loved everyone, but I was like, that guy knows every part of this. And I was like, he is the best actor out there. I want to talk about the genius behind the scenes here, Alicia Keys.
Yes.
So is this her story? She was behind all of this, but also tell me what it's like to sing some of her music. Because when they do This Girl Is on Fire, I'm just like, I was like, what? I'm like freaked out. What is it like to sing some of that?
I mean, it's like that reaction you just had is how
Yeah.
I feel every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I walked into the initial audition room and I saw her sitting there and I had to like pretend that I wasn't like shaking in my boots. I had to like pretend to be really cool for 30 minutes. You know what I mean? But it's an incredible experience knowing that these words that have now allowed us to create this whole 2.5-hour story
Yeah.
came out of her brain.
It's insane.
It's wild
Yeah,
to me.
it is.
It is the most incredible thing to think about. You know what I mean? So, and I'm so grateful that she's given us the opportunity and luxury to be able to take her words and her heartbeat and put it on stage every night. I mean, it's more than an honor because she got Grammys out the wazoo.
I know.
You know what I mean? That's
Absolutely.
listen, I'm just trying to do what I can.
You're
do
going
my
to be
part.
there. You're going to get the EGOT.
You know,
Don't
and I'll
worry.
receive it. I'll
That's
take
right.
that. I will
That's
take
right.
that.
We're going to see that. And knowing some of the songs, the lyrics, like there was something special about knowing it. I like to ask people who've made it in the performing arts, and you, sir, have made it, and I see big things in your future. Advice. I was an actor, improv, stand-up. Kind of funny. But what advice
Very
would you,
funny.
that's very nice of you, liar. But what would you say to people out there that are like, I want to try that. I want to be a triple threat. Any advice?
Yeah. I would say 2 pieces of advice.
Okay.
One, if you're gonna do it, make sure you're doing it because you like it.
Yeah.
Not because you want to be famous.
Yeah, good call.
Because that's not an inevitable outcome.
Such a good call.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not an inevitable outcome. And when you really get into it in the nooks and crannies and the hard days, make sure that you don't associate your personal significance with your external responses.
Wow.
This industry is full of so much rejection and so many no's that sometimes have nothing to do with you. And you cannot associate how important you are as a person, how beautiful you are as a person, to whatever no's you may receive from one or many jobs.
That's so well said. You know how many no's I got? It's exactly right, sir. I also have to say, I just really quickly, there's a lot of mother-daughter situations going on in the story. I lost my mom 2 years ago, and I was a bawling mess, but you all handled it so beautifully, and I just, again, your acting is, mwah. I would look into TV, movies, I could just see it. All right, enough of bringing them up. Hell's Kitchen is playing at the Denver Center of Performing Arts. It's now through April 26th. Y'all, get your tickets now. It was like sold out when I went. You can get it at denvercenter.org. They sponsored today's segment. It was an honor to meet you. You were phenomenal. Thank you. Absolutely. Now, if you love a good prank, a good twist, and a good laugh, I want you to stick around because our chat with the team behind Jury Duty Company Retreat, it's coming up, and it's unlike anything you've ever seen. Welcome back. Okay, if y'all have not seen Company Retreat yet, what are you doing? It's hilarious. It's incredibly innovative. So earlier, Kelly spoke with the executive producer and one of the show's stars. Take a look.
Okay, y'all, I'm very excited to be talking to you, but since I work in TV, I have to know a little behind the scenes. Chris, I'm gonna start with you. How the heck did you guys pull this off a second time around?
It's not easy to try and catch lightning in a bottle again, but we just got a bigger bottle and found incredible lightning in Anthony.
Right, he's such a kind soul, and I kind of see myself in him, but I think I would be a little more skeptical than he is, but he's just so kind. I love that we were able to find two people like that. Wendy, this has to be one of the toughest acting jobs ever. Not only are you acting, you're improvising, and you can't break. Did you ever almost break during filming?
I have to say this role, for all of the actors, it's both thrilling and terrifying because if you do screw up any one of us, the entire show is ruined. And so there wasn't a time where, you just know that you have to commit in a way and you have to keep your composure. My character, she has to keep her confidence. So there's no veering, there's no second guessing, and you're in an environment where everything's so unpredictable that it would be easy to do. So it was definitely one of the most challenging jobs, but also a dream role on a dream show. And I'm grateful to be part of it.
Oh, it's so good. I'm telling everyone in the office, you have to watch it if you haven't watched it yet. Okay, Chris, y'all actually have me crying because I'm laughing so hard in some of these episodes, but I have to know, is some of it improvised like during it, or is it all completely scripted?
So the outlines for each episode were fully scripted. We had a plan for what we wanted to have happen and the set pieces, but we left it to the actors to basically fill in the blanks of what their characters would say. We didn't give them lines, just knowing like, you're gonna be in these seminars, you're gonna be on this search up a mountain, just be your characters. And they're all brilliant. They all played it exactly like their characters would, and it came out hilarious.
Oh man, Wendy, at the end of the day, what do you hope people take away from this season besides, of course, trust issues?
No, at the end of the day, I hope people love that this show is both hilarious and heartfelt. And I think the takeaway is that our mission is to really shine a light on the goodness in humanity. And so the takeaway is to look for that in others, in yourself, and how you can be better and do better and be more Anthony, basically.
Right, be more Anthony. I love that.
Be more Anthony.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, we really should. Okay, Chris,
Yes.
this one's actually for both of you. I'll start with you though, Chris. Do you think you'll be able to pull this off a third time around?
I mean, can you do it 3 times, 3 lightnings in 3 bottles? We'll see.
Sure.
What it requires is another big swing. But
Right.
everybody on this production has like the best of intentions. We never want to punch down at our hero. We always want to set them up to be a success. And you just have to, have faith that there's more people like Ronald and Anthony out there. And I think there's got to be at least one more, right?
I think so too. Maybe a woman this time. Call me if you need any other actors, okay? I feel like I can do that at this role. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Congratulations on this season. I can't wait to see where it ends up.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kelly.
You can catch the full season of Jury Duty Company Retreat. It's streaming now on Prime Video. You can also catch season 1 there too, which is amazing. Enjoy and you're welcome. Welcome back to Good Friends Friday. I am here with Ben, Kara, Ricky, and Felipe from the Hip Snacks. Quick shout out to the other band members, Dave and Adam. Give a wave. Let's see the wave. That was a really good wave. I feel like that was very productive. Okay, Ben, I have to start with the name. How did you all land on the Hip Snacks?
So the Hip Snacks is any song that just can't help but make you get up and dance, any song that gets you grooving. And it's a two-part name because when we started before we were playing venues, we were throwing barbecues at our rental house on Tennyson and giving out.
Tennyson.
Yeah, we had a just good time giving out free food and free drinks and playing our music for people.
So you'd play and give out
Barbecue.
snacks.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Big barbecues.
Big barbecues. You like you're a barbecue band.
We are
Yeah.
barbecue.
Okay,
band,
I
yes.
appreciate that.
All the meats.
Oh, nice. Okay, I have more questions about sauces, but that'll be later. Kara, how would you describe your sound? What I describe in my mind when I listened to your first song, it was like windows down, kind of like jammy. Like, how would you describe it?
Well, I would say, in my personal opinion, it's like jam, rock, blues, soul.
Yeah.
Lots of different influences. For me personally, which I think has translated a lot, is I'm a huge fan of Tedeschi Trucks Band. We love the Allman Brothers.
Nice.
So try to incorporate that almost like gospel soul rock.
Gospel soul rock.
Into the equation.
Amazing.
But with lots of jamming as well.
And I love your voice is so pure, like it cuts through. But I seriously do, windows down, I'll be jamming.
Thank you.
I don't jam well, but I will try. Kara and Ben, y'all are married. Hearts. Okay, very exciting. How's that being in a band together? Be honest.
It's great for me because otherwise we'd probably have to give it up a while ago.
Totally. Is it easy? Y'all work well together, no?
Yes, and honestly, I don't know if I could do this without him in the band too. It just works really well.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful. Work and play together. But
Okay,
it's all good.
How'd you guys meet, real quick?
Oh gosh, this was a long time ago. This was like 2012. We've been together for like 12 years.
Beautiful. Was it in real life, IRL?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
way to go.
At a music festival.
Oh, nice.
And then we all went to the same high school, kind of knew each other there.
No way.
Yeah.
Y'all are so cute. Love you in the morning, man. You too. Ricky, in just a few days, you're releasing the second full-length album, Mazel Tov, first of all, to all of you. Tell us more about it.
Yeah, it's our second album, and we recorded it with producer Steve Avidis. He's Denver-based, great producer. We loved him from the first album, so we wanted to work with him again.
Nice.
The album's called Out on a Limb, and it's 10 songs. We're very excited to share it with everyone. We've had 4 singles already come out, and it comes out here in less than 2 weeks.
Unbelievable. I'm right now living a little out on the limb. You know what I mean?
It's
a little
for you,
shaky,
yeah.
but you're trying. Like, for real. I think a lot of people can relate to that.
Absolutely.
Felipe, where can we see you all perform? I'm going to call you Shades. Yeah. Okay.
You hear that, band?
Yeah, he's now known as Shades. So Shades, where do you guys perform?
So in a week and a half's time, we're going to be heading out east, and we're going to hit Ohio first. Then we're going to New York, Connecticut, back down through New York City to DC.
That's my hometown.
Oh, yeah?
DC.
We're all Maryland cats.
No way.
Yeah.
No way. I'm right by the zoo.
Oh, Adams Morgan.
Yeah, Adams
Yeah,
Morgan.
very cool.
I'm part of the band. I'm part of the band. Okay.
One of us. So yeah, we have a few weeks on the road. We're really stoked. We're going to be hitting some new markets and
Right on.
sharing some snacks, opening up the pantry and handing them out.
I love it. And do you guys do it in a van? No, I didn't mean to say it like that. But do you guys, is it a van life y'all are
We have the van life.
Oh, what a cool life.
Yeah.
I'm just waving from the sideline. Okay, I have to know from all of you, what is your favorite snack? Does anyone have a particular?
Right now, I've been really digging the Trader Joe's bark. It's chocolate with almonds and salt in it.
Oh, that sounds
and
delicious.
It's habit forming.
Do you get stomach aches from eating too much? That's what I would do.
My girlfriend stops me before it gets that
She's
far,
like,
thankfully. She's
Shades?
like, I have
No
to
more.
deal with this later.
Yeah,
so
right,
let's
right.
Stop that
We don't
right
want to do
now.
that. All right, what about you, my love?
Lately I've been liking that cloud popcorn.
Me too. And it's like protein, it says.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's
whatever.
tasty.
I think
I
it's
like
like Kourtney Kardashian.
It's Chloe.
It's Chloe? She's my favorite.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you like that too.
It's tasty.
Okay, way to go, Chloe. You're the best. What about you?
Gotta give the shout out to Bobo's chocolate stuff almond bars. Those
Wow,
are-
he said it like right away. Amazing. And you, sir?
I've been loving those little mini cones, also from Trader Joe's.
People
the
get
mini ice cream
really
cones,
into
they're
that
so
because you're like,
good.
they're so small. all.
You
I'll
can
have
eat
as
way
much.
too many
Yeah.
way too quick.
Everyone be careful with their snacks. Yeah. But yours is my favorite. All right, I'm going to let you guys get ready for the next song. While you do that, I have some information for all of you because I know a lot of you want to download, get some info. You can celebrate the album release with the Hip Snacks as they start their tour. See the full lineup of shows at thehipsnacks.com. And now, here they are with the song Read My Mind.
You don't have to ask. You just lend a hand to help. You see right through my mask. As far as I can tell, these might be the sweet times. What lies ahead? To read minds better left unsaid. These might be the sweet times. What lies ahead? We don't need to read minds better left unsaid. It's hard for me to notice, but I still see the signs. Used to talk for hours and lose our place in time. Tell each other stories. You thought to finish mine. It's hard for me to notice, but I just hear them fly. These might be the sweet times. What lies ahead? We don't need to read minds better left unsaid. Oh, in the sweet times, till we start to drift. We don't need to read minds better if we did. Your bedside is cold, and I don't know why. We're not gonna grow old or watch the years pass by. We used to talk for hours, now you leave at night. If I pass you on the corner, I wish you read my mind. Stuck in my own thoughts. These might be the sweet times. What lies ahead? We don't need to read minds better left unsaid. I guess those were the sweet times. Who cares what's in your head? We don't need to read minds, everything was said. Everything was said. Everything was said. Everything was
I'm a chef.
Okay, welcome back to GFF, good friends. I am over here in the Coco Lounge with Sean Hugard. Is that
Huggard.
Huggard. It's like a
Yeah,
hug.
hug, like
I
a
love
hug,
it, I love
yeah.
it. From Ash and Agave, which is amazing. Sean, what have you been working on here? What are we doing here?
Today we are going to make the La Solera
La Solera.
passion fruit martini.
Oh, go.
Okay, yeah.
It's a martini.
It's a martini.
Oh, my.
Yep.
Can you show us how to make this?
Yeah, are we going to start right now?
Yeah,
We're
we're going to
making
do it now.
Okay.
You seem confident about it.
I warned you I'm a chef, not a bartender.
Yeah, so we're going to see how this goes.
So I know my way around mezcal since I'm a chef. So
Okay, there
I
you
know
go.
that. Okay,
And that
so,
smoky flavor.
Smoky, yeah. This is a young mezcal.
Okay.
Agua Magica.
Oh.
Super bright, great for making martinis. Okay,
Nice.
so that's going in. We have a little font bon here. This is like a chartreuse almost,
nice.
right? An herbal liqueur.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna do a half an ounce of that.
Little botanical
Yep.
feel.
I have to get this right because my team is watching me, right? They prepped,
This is a test.
They prepped me before I came
You're
today. Okay?
fired after
All right,
this.
we're doing a lemon juice here.
Little lemon. Okay.
Fresh squeezed lemon.
That's lovely. That's nice.
So
That's
Ash and Agave is Mexican inspired, right? Coastal Riviera. And I do have a coconut margarita up there. I brought that for sure.
Nice.
But we do so much more than just margaritas and green chili, right? Which is, we all love that here in Colorado.
Right.
But this is more of a wood-fired grill, sexy, vibey.
Speaking
really
my
great.
language.
You know, it's got that Cherry Creek thing going on. Little champagne syrup, so we're gonna add a
I
little
didn't even
champagne
know that was
to
a
this.
thing. So let me ask you, a lot of people, as you're making this, are you doing mocktails.
Yep.
Like NA is
Yep.
super big industry right now. Can you guys make mocktails? Do you have mocktails on the menu?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
They've been insanely popular since
Right?
we've opened. We do a non-alcoholic margarita, a non-alcoholic Paloma, selling way more than we ever thought.
Yeah,
it's
right.
very in trend. People are not drinking for a million different reasons,
For sure,
right?
yeah.
But we have these great offerings. We have agua frescas in the restaurant, so great at lunch. I saw them making them fresh this morning when I was at the restaurant.
Which is great for spring, you know what I mean?
Super
Lovely,
great. Lots
yeah.
of cucumber kind of focused drinks and lots of fun stuff. So I'm going to dry shake this for a minute.
What does that mean, dry?
So there's no ice in here yet.
Oh, I
So
didn't know
I
that.
just put an egg white in.
Oh.
So that's what's going to give it that passion fruit foam on top. That's the plan at least. So
Me
we're
and
gonna-
foam go together. I don't know what that means. Tell me also about the cocktail program that y'all offer.
So, like I said, margaritas, fruit margaritas, my favorite, the coconut margarita, but then just there's agave in the name.
Yeah.
So we even have right here, this is a cocktail that's made with an agave vodka.
Oh, I
right?
didn't even know that
Product
happened.
made in Texas.
Wow.
Super cool. So really a very non-traditional. We're very bar forward at Ash and Agave.
Cool.
Like, we want you to feel okay coming in, having 1 drink, 3 drinks, 4 drinks. That's totally okay with us. That is the vibe we're going for.
4 drinks.
That's a
Four
yeah,
drink
I was
tour.
looking at you. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. That's not true at all. That's amazing. Let me ask you about Ash and Agave. If you had to say what makes it special, I'm already feeling this like coastal vibe that I haven't really been to in a while. It's also good for a first date on like a Hinge, Bumble, you know what I mean?
Lots of, we built it with tons of booths. So it's
Okay.
got like that Hillstone, Cherry Creek grill vibe.
Stunning.
Yeah, so great for first dates, great for business lunches.
Yes.
The space transforms throughout the day. So we're located in the Cherry Creek Shopping Center, valet right in front, so pull right up off of University. People watching galore from the patio.
That's right. Go to the mall, get some drinks, go to the mall.
Yep, I'm gonna shake this. Is that okay?
Yeah, please.
You're gonna back up too. I wore white, which was a mistake.
That is terrible. Nice. So now you add the ice.
I added the ice
So
now, yes. Now we're gonna make it cold.
So it's a wet shake?
This is, I guess you call it a wet shake.
Terrible.
Okay.
It's a good band name, though. It does sound like good. I'm going to call, actually, speaking of bands, I'm going to call the band over. You guys are going to try the mocktails over here. I'm going to pass these out. And this sounds so like...
If I can get it open.
Yeah.
There we go.
We got it open. Where's my... Shades has got to get some over here. Shades, you got some? And I think for spring, I also go for that cucumber like
All right, here we go. So
freshness.
grab your tool there.
Okay, so guys, if you didn't know what this is, and the camera's gonna get it, it's a passion fruit spray. I don't know where I should be. Here we go. Look at that. And then
You're
look
gonna
at the
spray that
color.
right on top.
Okay, ready? This is so rad. You ready? Oh my God.
There you go.
Ah!
That's probably good.
I did too much. Hold on, hold on. I want to get the rest of the Come in, y'all. Get in here. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. We got one more here.
Yep.
I take the egg yolk. Here you go, sir. The drummer. We always got to
And
respect the drummer.
there's your nice
All
passion
right.
fruit foam.
To the hip snacks who would enjoy their snacks at Ash and Agave. You did great,
Yep.
chef.
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you.
Cheers to a good spring.
Cheers.
Okay, I'm gonna try this.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, that's blended
That's
beautifully.
okay, okay.
Phenomenal.
I get an A?
You get an A for
Okay,
Ash and Agave.
perfect.
Unbelievable. Ash and Agave has recently opened, as they said, in the Cherry Creek Shopping Center. Check out the full menu at ashagave.com. And of course, please remember to drink responsibly. That passion fruit.
Yes.
I really did the best job with the passion fruit. Yeah, that's what I.
I think you made it. The band thinks so.
The band loves it. Enjoy, y'all. Paul, cheers. Thank you for that. That sounds. I'm gonna be there next weekend. Paul Walter Hauser has a way of bringing bold characters to life, and his latest film with the one and only Mark Wahlberg is no exception. You think you're going to watch this one?
I'm going to go to any Mark Wahlberg.
You said
I'm
you're
a
your
fan.
boy, yeah.
I'm a fan. I'm a Boston guy.
Right? Yeah. Boston.
Boston.
Terrible. Producer Colleen spoke with him all about his new movie. It's a little racy and the chaos that comes with it. Cheers to Mark Wahlberg.
There's to Mark.
You do understand that this is my product. It's mine. It came from my brain. I should be the one showcasing it.
I'm not sure if I like that. There's no me in team.
It's like half the word.
Let's jump right in. I have to address the title of this movie. Can you explain it without getting me in trouble here?
Balls up, the connotation there, though a bit of a double entendre. Balls up is really connoting the idea of going extreme, going all out. Sometimes as an individual, be it in our personal lives or occupations, we have to go balls up, and I found I had to kind of do that for this film.
Absolutely.
That is the cleanest, clearest way I can say that without alluding to something inappropriate. Yeah.
No, thank you. That was perfect. That was perfect. But that brings me to your character, Elijah. Tell me a little bit about him because he starts off a little shy, kind of in the background. So, I mean, he kind of is true to the title of the film.
Yeah, you know, he's definitely someone who's isolated in his life and sort of been a victim of the circumstance he created. He is good at his job, but he's kind of married to his job and doesn't have a life, doesn't have a community. And Mark's character, Brad, is really the first friend he's probably made in a decade, which is super sad. But also at the same time, he's very uptight and regimented. So this experience he has in the film really forces him to step out of his comfort zone and to go balls up. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So talk to me more about the casting. You mentioned Mark Wahlberg, we got Molly Shannon. How was that on set?
It's great. Yeah. You look at the call sheet and there's somebody new and hilarious coming in every day, from Sacha Baron Cohen to Eric Andre to someone who I didn't know was so proficient in comedy, that being Benjamin Bratt. I've only seen him mostly in dramas, but he was literally like the funniest person in the movie. It was crazy how good he was.
I mean, I was laughing out loud when I was watching it, so I get it. But yeah, so,
Yeah.
but take me behind the scenes. What happened if you guys broke on set, or were there any shenanigans behind the cameras that we didn't know about?
Most of the shenanigans were in front of camera, yeah. Having to improvise with Sacha Baron Cohen was extremely difficult because he's so good at it. And I was just trying to keep up and not break character every 5 seconds. But the sort of vibe, the fun that you see on screen, it was definitely indicative of how much fun we were having making it.
Well, we certainly had fun watching it, so job well done. But you have such a long resume and such a diverse role of characters. What made Elijah stand out to you?
Oh, it was probably more the scenario of getting to work with Pete Farrelly and Mark Wahlberg that stuck out to me, and it just felt like I oftentimes in comedies I'm more the crazy person than the straight man, as they call it. And here I thought, you know, Mark and I both get to do crazy things while being straight men in kind of the wild world that's happening around us. So it just felt like something I hadn't fully done before. And for all the things I have done, it's hard to sometimes find something I haven't. And I found that with Balls Up.
Opposites bring out the best in each other. Think Ben and Jerry or chocolate and peanut butter.
Michael and Fredo.
There you go.
Okay, but which one am I?
Oh, that's such a Fredo question.
You can catch Balls Up with Mark Wahlberg and Paul Walter Hauser. It's now on Amazon Prime, and it looks amazing.
The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.
This has been such a fun show heading into the weekend, but we want to get serious for just a few moments. We want to talk about a health topic for women that I'm sure touches many of you. So this week's Healthy Colorado conversation was with Dr. Adam Levy, who taught me that there's this unique surgical option for women following a mastectomy or a lumpectomy that I actually had no idea about. Share this with your friends. Take a look. Today we're talking about something called, and I hope I'm saying it right, DIAP flap. Is that right?
Yes, deep flap or deep flap. There's a lot of ways to pronounce it.
Okay.
But for patients undergoing mastectomy for breast cancer, if they don't want to use implants, another option is to use their own tissue. Typically, that's something we can take from the lower abdomen, and it's a way to reconstruct the breasts in a more natural manner without having to use a foreign body.
Why are some patients opting for this type of reconstruction? And can I be honest, is this offered to everyone nationwide, or is this an up-and-coming procedure that's only in certain areas?
So it is an option for many patients locally. It depends on the expertise. It's something that does require a higher level of training and skill.
Yeah.
And so it's not offered everywhere, but can be found in many places. But many patients are opting for it these days because it's growing in awareness and because it is an option that can be a little bit more durable and a little bit more natural for those, again, that don't want to have implants in their body.
Yeah, and that's what I think most people prefer. Talk to me about who's a good candidate for this in its deep flap procedure. Am I saying, yeah, I want to make sure I get that right.
You nailed it. So
okay, good.
Most women can be a good candidate. It's always a conversation with their doctor to see if their overall health would allow it and to fit with their goals and their lifestyle. But there's not a lot of exclusions. Some patients, even if they've had prior abdominal surgery, can still qualify.
Is that right? Do you have to have like extra tissue? Like, do you have to have a little poochie poo, or can you just use, it's always available?
It's not always available. That's the main site that we can get tissue from.
Got
so
it.
In some women, there are secondary options, but a lot of women do carry a little bit extra, especially after childbirth, and that is a great option.
We're proud of the poochie poo. That's what I call it. I could make assumptions, but please tell me, what are the benefits of using your own tissue in a reconstruction as opposed to an implant?
So the nice thing is there's no rejection. The positives are that it is really your own tissue. So as you age or your body changes, it will adapt with you.
Oh, wow.
Unlike an implant, which is a static device. So that's the main advantage, is there's really no maintenance or long-term consequences to having that in your body.
Now, the big thing most women wonder is how long it's going to take them to just get back to normal, everyday life. Can this procedure help women get back to that activity faster?
It's a great question. You know, it is a big surgery and does take some time to recover. Most patients are able to get back to their normal life within a couple of months and get back to normal activities. We have all sorts of protocols to help them recover quicker. But for most women, it's a good trade-off because as time goes on, it allows them to get back and not have to worry about the reconstruction or having future issues.
Yeah, and there's just something dignified about using your own body to help heal itself. It really is. All right, let's ask. I have a viewer. They're like, should I do this? Should I call? When's the right time to have a discussion with your doctor about reconstruction?
Honestly, the earlier the better.
Oh, really?
The patients who present before mastectomy, if they talk with the reconstructive surgeon, it's always better to go through your options ahead of time so that you really know what you're getting into and have the best outcome possible.
Okay. And if your doctor is not prescribing this, maybe advocate for yourself as well, having learned this from you, which is important.
Definitely.
Okay, good. I love to ask, what just got you into this specialty in medicine? Is this something personal for you, or you just tell me about that?
I think it's a very meaningful specialty. It allows a lot of patients who are at a tough time in their life to get through their cancer journey and really be able to reestablish form and function, which is kind of the basis of plastic surgery. So it's a great specialty in being able to help women in that scenario.
Thank you for giving women the dignity that they deserve back.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Very happy to have you. Human kindness is what Common Spirit Health is all about. I want you to visit their website to search for hospitals and doctors in your area who specialize, like Dr. Adam Levy, in reconstructive microsurgery. Go to mountain.commonspirit.org/location/ST-Anthony-Hospital. This Healthy Colorado segment is sponsored by Common Spirit Health. Thanks for your company, Colorado. Portions of today's program are sponsored by the businesses listed on your screen. This has been such a fun Good Friends Friday. Thank you to all my guests. Here, one last time to end the show, it's the Hip Snacks with the song, If Only, like my life. Bye!
open the door to forgiveness. Love has me blind. I remember why I left all this behind. You've got your sights set on me. On cold nights where you get lonely. I wanna let you back in my life. If only it's only. There's moments I low key with you it isn't. Still wish you could hold me. You can't shake my pace or my rhythm. Had to take relief. Love has me blind. I remember why I left all this behind. You've got your